Peace. This is Asar
Mm-hmm.
from Houston, Texas.
Can you speak up for us, brother, so you can be heard?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now. Greetings and peace. You had a question or a comment for Bobby?
Yes, I had more so of a comment, and I wanted him to kind of discuss based on what I said in my comment.
Okay, can you speak up just a little bit? We're having a hard time hearing you.
Okay. Can you hear me now again?
We can hear you.
All right. Well, I wanted to, one, thank you for bringing Brother Bobby on to discuss these various topics. I have a slight disagreement with some statements that he made earlier concerning the issue of, I guess, being guided within a particular system. And, going off of different African proverbs, one that states to be wise, one must be guided, and another one that says one initiates oneself, but only a master shows them the door. In other words, the master shows you the door, but it's up to you to walk through it and learn the lesson.
Oh, right.
And with that said, it's kind of, in a sense, dangerous to be like, well, you can get it on your own. And how I always equate it, it's like trying to operate a nuclear reactor without any guidance from people who know the power, of nuclear fission and things of this nature. You just don't want anybody, handling certain things. There's certain things that are basic that everybody should know. How to love one's neighbor, how to operate.
Okay, let me respond to it. I got the gist of what you're saying. Now let me respond to it. Let me explain. I am a prime example of knowing that you can get it out without initiating in these systems. I'm a prime example of it. And I'm in communication with the same deities. And I'm in this communication with the same deities. I'm just trying to say here is there's two systems. There's a system of study. There's a system of study and discernment. Now, yes, you can initiate, but the point I'm trying to make here is, tell me right now, have you initiated anything? Have you initiated anything?
Yes, I have.
What? What have you initiated into?
I've been initiated into the Simba Assembly of the Congo and that of Ifa.
Okay. Now, you mean to tell me you done gone through the doorway? Now, what I'm trying to tell you is this here, man. Now, listen, I know you're initiated in whatever various steps you went to, but you're going to tell me that you have gone through the doorway and you have mastered what that is to ultimately master, and I'm telling you, come off the bullshit. You have gone through a system, but don't come off this thing like you a master, because the simple fact is you can't get the mastery of no existing system because they're only fragments. The point I'm trying to make is, yes, so I can understand where you're coming from. If we do have these systems, and these systems, we needed initiates in these systems over the years so those systems could survive. But what we're trying to say at this particular time, as modern black people in a new era, and this is 2009, and what I'm 2009, and what I'm trying to say here is, as a result, you can bypass that. This is the misnomer. All this great power you talking about. I'm just trying to say, come off the bull, man. You ain't swinging no example of no great power on the aspect that you done mastered this stuff. I already know because I know that no Yoruba priest can give you that. They can only give you the traditions that they came through, and those traditions are heavily flawed and fragmented. Now, yes, you can. It might make you feel a little way or what have you. If it had all that ultimate power, look at Nigeria. Nigeria's west side of hell. Look at Haiti. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is a joke. You don't have to initiate. Yes, you go ahead and initiate all you want. That's fine if you want a personal thing, but that's more sentimental. But what I'm trying to tell you, I'm a living example. And I deal with these spirits. Daily. And I didn't have to go and initiate up under nobody to do it. So my point here, you can say what you want, but there is another way. And that other way here is you can study. You can study, and you can study, and the spirits will contact you and give you what you want to deal with. Otherwise, there would be no communication with you and the spirits if it was all based on some jive-ass priest. You see what I'm saying? They want to charge you $5,000 every time you look up in their face. You see. So I'm just trying to say, I understand, but no, that's bull. The reason why I say I'm a prime example, I'm trying to tell you, you ain't no master with no ultimate power right now, because if you had that kind of power right now, you would be able to choke me through this doggone phone. You see. And what I'm trying to say here is we need to get out of the doggone fear and get with it. Right now, I'm interested now, and you can say what you want, you can do what you want, you got other people, you can go where you want. I'm trying to say here is as far as me being in this thing in the last 20 years, I'm only interested in students. I'm not interested in followers. I'm not interested in people jacking about whoever their little leaders are. You see what I'm saying? That's why you think Dr. York is sitting in jail right now. Had thousands of people following him and sitting in jail right now. You see. They said that Castro, raggedy behind Castro, single-handedly almost wiped out the systems down in Cuba. What they got in Cuba is almost kindergarten for what they had in the 1950s. So if it was so much power, hell, he destroyed almost 225 black organizations. So my point is that these powers are not as powerful as what you think they are. Because ultimately, I already know there's a reason why I'm telling you that you got to get into what it is, because we are rising. Our DNA is rising to another level. And our DNA is rising to another level. Oshun and the Lekbar and them can't take you there. You can't get there by worshiping them. You can only get there by becoming one of them, but not a subordinate deity. That's what I'm talking about right now. This is where we're trying to go with this thing. It's time for us to rise to a new level, and we can't rise to a new level being up under these systems, because these systems, you see what I'm saying, you've been catching scunion in hell while you've been lighting candles. So we're talking about a new age. The white boy knows it. He knows it. He said, look, these people here don't know that the only people that's going to rise is the indigenous people in the Western Hemisphere. That's from the deepest part of the Caribbean to the Americas and other black people in the diaspora in England, in Germany. We done went and these are the people that slated to rise and take the reins as far as rising up to a new spiritual entity, but not worshiping Ogun in them. If they were so powerful, why they need the blood of a goat? Why they need your sacrifice to them? You see, if they were so powerful, why is it that you need to feed them to get what you want? You see what I'm saying? Because you got a corn on your left toe. You got to go cut up or open a goat. This stuff has to evolve. You see. And that's what this thing about. We're talking about the return of the gods. We're not talking about cutting open some apples and oranges and giving somebody some doggone coconut milk and all this stuff. That is the level in which we had to deal with before we got our power. You see. But you can't get your power with a subordinate mind. You see. With a subordinate mind. You see. So all that's a joke. You see. I'm just trying to tell you do what you want to do, but I'm trying to tell you there's another way, and I'm trying to get people to get up out of the fear.